Shorty, I realized,
Before Popp Hunna would drop his mixtape 1 year later and go viral thanks to the success of his track Adderall on TikTok.
Do not take Adderall if you do not need it. I'm not trying to, like promote it for, anybody that just wants to take it for fun.
Before Popp Hunna would be asked by Lil Uzi Vert to remove his feature off Popp Hunna's most recent EP due to a story circulating online accusing Hunna of being a snitch.
So him and his mom witnessed this murder together. He's not a street kid. He wasn't raised in the streets. He don't know anything about standing on those street codes and principles. And I don't know many 13-year-old kids who was taught to do that.
Before Popp Hunna would have over 168,000 followers on Instagram and over 232,000 subscribers on YouTube at the time of this recording, Popp Hunna stepped into the spotlight for the first time last year after he dropped his mixtape 1 year later in January and then followed it up with his EP Mud Baby 11 months later on Christmas Day.
The numbers is looking crazy. The streaming numbers is looking crazy right now.
Hell yeah, we going crazy, man. You already know.
This rapper straight out of North Philly has gained over 27 million streams on Spotify for his track Adderall, thanks in large part to its prominence on TikTok, which led to celebrities of all types coming out of the woodworks to endorse his song. We're talking the likes of Sasha Obama and even comedy megastar Kevin Hart, among a whole bunch of others. But just as Popp Hunna's moment has finally come, some people are already calling for it to be over after events from his past have come to light that have a large portion of the hip-hop world shunning him, including his former collaborator Lil Uzi Vert. How's it going, guys? It's your man Marlon Palmer back at it again with a brand new video. This one taking a look into the rise of fame of Popp Hunna, who's just a major speed bump along the way. I'm gonna tell you about it today since it has nothing to do with something that happened in the past. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and that Doom and Fly to let me know what you guys think. Alright, let's get into the story. I was dared to do the whole dance during this intro. Don't look at me like that.
Hey, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell. Boom!
shout out to Matt and Cash. Hey. Trapping, selling drugs, on the way out.
Popp Hunna was born Omer Bernard on October 21st, 2000 in the great city of Philadelphia. As a teenager, he attended Benjamin Franklin High School, and if you know anything about the city of brotherly love, then you would instantly recognize it as the backdrop to almost all of Pop's music videos.
Scared friends, like people that I lost. Like I was seeing them people, I was tripping for real. I want to say to everybody that's watching this, don't try it.
Popp is so new to the scene that besides those basic facts I just laid out for you, not a whole lot else has come out about his come up, except for one very important fact. At the age of 14 years old, Popp saw one of his friends murdered directly in front of him on the North Philly streets. This is what happened that night. Popp was at home minding his own business when a friend of his, Kyrie, came to see him. Another acquaintance of theirs named DJ had apparently brandished a gun and threatening Kyrie's younger brother, so Kyrie wanted to fight DJ. Popp and Kyrie hit the streets looking for DJ but couldn't find him. Along the way, another pal of theirs showed up, nicknamed Meat, and when DJ finally appeared, Meat approached him, which resulted in a scuffle. All of this was happening on the street, and Popp's mom was out there with him. She told him to get back inside since it was a school night. Unfortunately, moments later, Meat decided to pull out a weapon and shoot DJ, killing him. At this point, there were a ton of people on the street who saw what went down. Meat made a run for it while Popp and his mother returned home. Later on, Popp would get questioned by police on what went down that night. He told them what he saw and then carried on with his life.
A lot of people back home, they ain't accept the fact how I came up. I came up on the internet. You feel me? I didn't come up in the streets. So a lot of people ain't accept that, and it was kind of hard for people to take in.
As a youngster, he was always super into music, and he decided to start creating his own songs. Once out of high school, he uploaded a mixtape called Singles to his YouTube page in 2019, which featured a song titled, appropriately enough, Single. That track got him some notice, and by January 2020, he was releasing a new EP titled 1 Year Later. On that album was a reworking of his former hit, now titled I'm Single, which helped produce Popp's first viral hit.
I ain't put no effort into this song, no effort. It was just a no-brainer. It was a no-brainer. I was like, wow, out of all the songs I ever made, this one, Single?
This song actually came from a pretty real place and dealt with Popp's own recent breakup, while TikTok users would utilize the track to let the rest of their community know that they're single and ready to mingle and thirsty. Why are you doing that with this song? That's was thirsty.
I was going through a rough time with a girl, just felt single at the time, so it just felt like the right thing to do. I mean, when I went into the studio, it was more like just how I felt, so I freestyled it.
As successful as that track was, his next song, Adderall, gained him even more attention when it became his second track to go viral on TikTok in October of 2020. At that time, you'd be hard-pressed to find a celebrity that wasn't grooving to the beat. But no one was more surprised by the viral numbers Adderall was producing than Popp himself. He first decided to create the song after discovering the beat, which was already titled Corvette on YouTube.
We really didn't even like think too much of the song like when I first made it. Like it was just like something that just went.
After giving it a listen, he became inspired to add his own personal touch.
And I just heard this crazy beat. Like, I'm like, damn, like, what's this? The beat happened to be called Corvette. That's where I got the idea from. Like, at first, it didn't have the Corvette part.
Before he knew it, Popp was teaming up with one of the hottest rappers in the game and fellow Philly native Lil Uzi Vert on the remix of Adderall, which dropped in mid-December of 2020. The duo teased the release of the track with some light-hearted Instagram posts of them bumping to their own beats. Uzi's such a giving guy, isn't he? Just such a nice young man. Everything was going according to plan for Popp Hunna until suddenly and quite dramatically it wasn't. Because later on in December, paperwork from the shooting that took place more than 5 years ago resurfaced. It painted a pretty clear picture that Popp, as a young boy who was barely a teenager, told the cops what he saw go down on the street that night. Many rappers have since chimed in on social media and determined that what Popp did back then was in violation of the street code. Among those people suddenly distancing themselves from this young talent was his most recent collaborator Lil Uzi Vert, who requested that Popp remove his song from the upcoming release Mud Baby, where he was to appear on 2 songs. Lil Uzi Vert let Popp know through DMs, which Popp eventually shared online with the rest of us. Because that's what you do when you get DMs, you share them with everyone, right? Popp tried to reason with Lil Uzi and told him that if he carried through with holding back on those tracks, no one would be willing to work with Popp. But Lil Uzi Vert wouldn't budge, telling Popp that he couldn't accept what Popp had done. As you can see in the screen grabs from a moment ago, this decision has led Popp to question his own career and future in the business. Meanwhile, rappers like Lil TJ have taken social media to attack Popp for his decision to tell the police what he knew. But others like Toosii and Trouble have pointed out the hypocrisy of the accusations and how most people simply pick and choose who they want to accept based upon affiliation.
Why the f do you be so worried about other people's business? Like, that's the most trait to me that a could have, like, just to be in other people's business. That's some ass to me, like, real talk.
Ain't that the truth? Wow, Trouble and Toosii. Kudos to y'all. So while this unearthed document definitely has the potential to derail Popp's promising career, the hitmaker decided to carry through with his release of Mud Baby on Christmas Day, despite the controversy. He also posted an image on Instagram suggesting that he either believes the uncovered documents are fake, or he's simply telling the world that he's done with fake media stories and ready to move on. Either way, it looks like Popp's gonna push through. The question is, will the hip-hop community at large embrace him once more, or has his reputation been hit too hard? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Should Popp Hunna be forgiven? Personally, I do not see how we could give a person like Tekashi a pass and not this guy a pass for snitching on what happened to his own brother, essentially. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Let me know who else you guys would like to see next in the comments down below as well, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Now we drop a new video each and every day, so here's a recent drop that you might enjoy. We handpicked that one for you because if you like this video, you'll probably like that. We also got playlists like over here, so click on that if you want to see a whole list of a bunch of videos we've dropped in the past. And if you're new to the Fame Gang, be sure to subscribe and turn on them post notifications, and I'll see you guys in another video. Boom!